Hello guys and welcome back. So we are done with the UI for our application. Now we need to connect our application to Firestore so that we can get started with the functionality. Okay, so what we want is to get the real wallpapers from Firestore, not these local ones, and then also we can start generating the wallpapers and then also add the social features for like and comment, and also add authentication using Google sign in. Okay, so first we need to connect our application to Firestore. So what I'm going to do is let's minimize this and minimize the application. You need to head over to this firebase.com, and then if you don't have an account, you need to create an account and then log in. Okay, next we want to go on go to console over here. Let's click here, then we just wait for it to load. So in our console here, we need to create a project. Okay, so this is a new account that I'm using. So you can see that I don't have any Firebase project at the moment. So I'm just gonna go ahead and click here to get started with a Firebase project. If you already have your other project, you can see the list here. Okay, so I'm gonna click here. Now here I need to give it a name. Okay, our project is going to be the same, WallShare. Okay, now I'm just gonna accept all these Firebase terms, and then I'm also going to confirm this, and then I'm gonna click continue. Now here you need to choose to enable or disable Google Analytics. I'm just gonna enable it, and then I'm gonna click continue. Now all of this is because this is the first time I'm using this my account, so that's why I'm having all of these. If you already have a Firebase account, you don't need to do all of these checks. Okay, so analytics location, I'm just gonna let it to be a default like that, and then I'm just gonna accept here and then create the project. Okay, so let's wait for our project to create. All right, our project is created. You just need to click on continue. Now it's gonna take us to the console. This is the Firebase console for our project that we've just created, WallShare. Next, from here, we want to connect our application, the Flutter application. Okay, so you can see we have a Flutter icon here. We're just gonna go ahead and click on it, and then here it's going to give us this simple instruction. Okay, so the easiest way you get started is to use Flutter Fire CLI. Okay, before you continue, make sure install the Flutter Firebase CLI and then run Firebase logging. So you need to install this. In my computer is already installed. I'm just gonna show you guys. So you right click, I'm gonna right click and open a new tab because I want this page to still be here. Then I'm gonna come here, and then here you're gonna see the instruction of installing the CLI. Okay, the Firebase CLI. So I'm on Windows, so I'm just gonna follow the Windows instruction here. So first you can use this npm command, or you can use the standalone. Okay, so the first thing, which is a requirement, you need Node.js. So this one you can right click and open a new tab, and then it's gonna open here. Let's just wait for it. So this one you need to download and install this one. Okay, this is required. So once you install Node.js, because it's already installed in my system, you need to come back here, and then so once that is installed, all you have to do is, if we come back here, we need to run this npm install -g firebase tools. Okay, so let's copy this command. Okay, so here you can see on number one, I've got install Node.js, which is what you need to download and install here. Once we have done that, you need to run this command. Okay, so now to run this command, all we have to do is, let's go back to our application, then just open the terminal, and then we're gonna paste that here, and then this is already installed in my system, so I'm just redoing it again. I'm just gonna click enter, and then this is going to install once again. Okay, so let's just wait for it. All right, so now that has been installed. Okay, so you can see that the command ran successfully. Now we need to go back there and then do the next part. So number 2, it says continue to log in and test. Okay, so to log in, we need to go, you can see even if we go to Firestore here, it says that you need to run Firebase login. Okay, so let's copy this. Now even if we come here, that command is here. If we continue going down here, you can see that it's got after you run this, you need to run where is that? That login command is also here somewhere. Okay, I know it's here because yeah, it's here. Okay, so this is a Firebase login command which we are on. Number 3 here, it says continue to log in and test. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is to come here and then just run that command, Firebase login. So you see that it says that I'm already logged in, but I don't want to log in with this account, okay, because it won't work. This is my other account. I need to log in with the account that I'm using because this is my other primary account. I don't want to log in with this. I want to log in with this account that I'm logged in Firestore at the moment, the one that created this project. Okay, so you just need to be careful, otherwise it won't work. Okay, so I need to log out first from Firebase here in the console here, and then I have to log in with the account that I need. Okay, so just be careful here. I'm just giving you that other information. So most of you guys, you won't need to log out because the account that you'll be using is the one that you have created the application with. But with me, I've got 2 accounts. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and log out now from the console. So after running Firebase logout, you can see that I've got I've logged out with this email. Now I will run this command again. I'm just gonna put it right here, Firebase login. Okay, so now it's going to ask me Firebase option correction, and then it's going to ask me the question, allow Firebase to correct CLI emulator suite usage error reporting. This I'm just gonna say yes, and then it's gonna take me here to sign in now with account that I need to sign in with. Okay, so previously I was signed in with this account. Now I want this account because it's the one that created the project. So I'm just gonna click on this one. I have to hide my emails, sorry guys. So now I'm just gonna click continue. Okay, now I've signed in. Now I'm just gonna also click allow. Now it says successfully logged in. Now if I come back to the terminal here, you can see that it says I've successfully logged in with this email that I want to log in with. Okay, so that's the tricky part that you're supposed to do if you have logged in with another account. Okay, so now after running this Firebase login, I have logged in with this account. Okay, I hope that's clear. So also this has to be a Google account, okay, the account that you created your Firebase account with. Okay, now that that is out of the way, let's again minimize and then come back here. We can close this, and then we can also close this. Here we are also done. We can also close that. Now here it says after we log in, we install Flutter, which we already did because we are already running a Flutter application. Next, it says we create a Flutter project, which we also already did. Okay, so let's go ahead and click on next. Now in the next, we need to run this command. Okay, copy that. It says from any directory run this command. Okay, go back here, paste that, then just run that command. All right, now that that is done, we need to go back again and then check here the next command. Then at the root of your Flutter project directory, run this command. Okay, so we're gonna copy this. Now it says at the root of your project directory. Okay, so if you are not running all these commands in your terminal, you need to make sure you come to your terminal at the root of the project directory. You can see here I'm at the root of my project directory, so it's just here. I'm gonna paste that and then run that. That is going to fetch the project from Firestore. Okay, so let's just wait for it. You can see that it has fetched my project WallShare from Firestore. Now here it's going to ask us which platform we want to install. So here I'm just going to install iOS and Android. So you're gonna navigate down with the arrows and press space to remove macOS, space web, and then space on Windows. Now I just want to install for Android and iOS. Later on, if you want to add these other platforms, you can just still run this same command to take you here, and then you can tick these. Okay, so right after I've done this, I'm just gonna press enter. So now it's going to ask me, okay, so this is one thing that I haven't done, which is very important, which you must also do. Okay, I'm glad that it has asked me to do this. So here I must not proceed. Okay, so I need to cancel here because this com.example is the app name. If you come here in the Android app and then build.gradle, you can see that the app ID is com.example.wallshare. This is not right. Okay, we need to make it unique because on iOS it's going to give us errors, even though it will allow it to create in Android, but on iOS it's going to give us a problem. So what we need to do is we actually need to redo these. Okay, so what I will do is I will know this, and then I'm going to change this app ID. This is very important, guys. So let's do that. I was supposed to do this before we start this process of adding the project to Firestore. So let's quickly do that. First, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to minimize here and then come to pubs.yml file and then look for the package rename. Okay, now on this package rename, where is that? This is the package that we're going to use. Let's click on it. Now this package allows us to change the app, you see, the app name, the app bundle. Okay, so let's see the usage here. If you come on the usage, it says that where is that? To install, rename CLI to execute the following command. So we need to execute this command. So let's copy that, then go back to the terminal. So in the terminal here, you can see that we have reached at this stage, but we don't want to continue because we don't want to add the mess to Firestore. So what I will do is I will close this application, I mean VS Code, and then reopen it again so that the terminal can restart. Okay, okay, now you can see that it's restored, but we can still now write commands here. Okay, so what I'll do is I'm going to paste that and then click enter to install the rename package. Okay, so you can see that the rename package is now installed. Let's then minimize and then come down here. So here let's look for how to change the package name. So get bundle ID, you can get it by this, you read it. Now here is how to rename the package name. Okay, so what we're gonna do is copy this. Okay, now if we need to come back here and then we're gonna paste that here. So here we need to change this bundle ID. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna copy this, and then what we'll do is we come back to the terminal and then come here and then remove the targets here. Okay, because if we don't put target, we are going to change for both Android and iOS. So after we remove the target, we come here and then also remove this name and then paste what we have copied, which is this. And then now we want to rename this. So let's put here, I'm going to put my name, I'm just going to put my full name like that, WallShare. Okay, to make it unique, you also need to put your name there. So once we do that, we're just going to click enter. And then just like that, we have renamed the package to this, okay, which you can see now it's called com.draft.duck.wallshare. Even here you can see that it's been renamed. Okay, so great. Now that that is out of the way, we can continue to this. So again, what we're gonna do is we're gonna minimize that and then go back here. Then now we're gonna copy this command again now to rerun it. Okay, let's paste that and then run it again. Okay, all right, you can see now again it's going to ask us the same. Of course, we're going to remove macOS, web, and Windows. Again, we press enter. Now it's going to start registering because now the name is unique here. Okay, great. Let's just wait for it to finish. Okay, so it looks like we have an error registering new Firebase iOS app on project WallShare. Okay, error to create iOS app. So it's giving us an error to create an iOS app. Okay, yeah, it looks like I can. What we're gonna do is first we're gonna run Flutter clean. Okay, now after running Flutter clean, we're just gonna run Flutter pub-get. Okay, just like that. After we run that, let's run that Firebase command again. This, okay, this command, remember, is just this one that I'm copying it from here. Or maybe before even that, let's run this. Actually, no, we don't even need to run that. Let's just directly run that after running Flutter clean. Let's click enter. It's going to fetch the project like as usual. Here we're gonna do the same, just remove these three and then click enter. Let's wait for it again. Okay, it looks like again we still have an error. iOS is kind of difficult, so especially when we have special characters in the name. So let's redo this. So first what we're gonna do is let's again change this. Okay, let's change the app bundle ID. So for that, you know that we have this command. If we come to the rename package, we just need to copy this command. So that's the first thing that we're going to do, and then let's paste that here. So let's first get what we have and then remove that underscore there. Okay, let's come here and then we're going first of all to remove the target just as like before, and then we're going to remove this, and then let's remove this underscore. Okay, so you can see now we only have a name.wallshare. Let's click enter. So that has been changed without an underscore, and then again I'm going to run now this command. Okay, because I think the time I was running it, I was logging into that other account. So I'm going to copy this. Then I'm going to run this command again. Okay, to activate that. So now it's again activated. Right after this command, I'm going to run this next command again. Okay, hopefully it will work now. Okay. All right, we have this again. So again, we know that we have to, we have to remove that, and then now hopefully this time it will work. Let's click enter. All right, success. Okay, so that's great. Now both our projects are successfully registered. Just make sure you don't put any underscores in your application ID, okay, because iOS is just too sensitive with the special characters. Okay, so great. Now that that is out of the way, we need to come back here. This is done. We just need to click, because you see that after this, the lib.firebase options file will be generated, which is going to be this, okay, Firebase options file, which is created. Okay, now if we minimize, we have to click next. Next, we need to copy this. Okay, let's copy that, and then we need to go to the application, and then in the main.dat, right after that, we need to paste this. Okay, now we haven't yet installed packages, that's why we don't have we're getting these errors. So let's go back here, and then let's now just click continue to console, and then that's all we need to do here to register our application. The next thing to do is to install the packages. So let's go back here and let's get the packages that we need. So let's come back here. First, we want to need Firebase core. Okay, so this one over here, installation, copy that, go back to the application in the paps.yml file. Okay, now we can minimize this and then paste there. Let's go back there. Next, we're gonna need Firebase auth. Click on that one. We need this one, installation, copy that, go back to the application, paste there. Let's just get them really quickly. Next, we're gonna need cloud Firestore. Get this one, installation, copy that, paste it there. Next, we're gonna need Firebase storage. Okay, get that, installation, copy that, come here, then paste it here. I think that's about it. Okay, so let's go ahead and click save to install these packages. Okay, now I think we can bring up our application. Let's just wait for these packages to install. Looks like they have installed. Now if we come to the main.dat, we can go ahead and import this. Okay, then we can also import that. Okay, all right, now that these are imported, we can try to run our application. Okay, so if we don't get an error, meaning we have successfully configured. Now, okay, there's one thing that we need to do. Let's go to Android app build.gradle. In here, we just need to add a minimum SDK. Let's change this to 23. And then the target SDK, we need to get the latest SDK version, which is going to be 34. And then also here, let's add the multi-dex. Okay, multi-dex enabled to true. Yeah, that's about it. That's all we need to do. Let's also save this file. So we can also close that and then close that. Now it's time to test our application. Let's click over here, and then now I'm gonna run this application. All right, great. Our application is successfully running. That means we have successfully connected to Firestore. Okay, now I can go ahead and reload again. It's going to reload. Let's just wait, which is yeah, it has reloaded. So that's it, guys, for this video. We have successfully connected our application to Firestore. I thank you, and see you in the next video.